I personally do not believe in the government thing. Yeah, honestly, that's why we're talking about filtering and all that. Yeah. Shout out for the South African government. At least there's no war here. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the load shedding and all that. But at least there's no war. So people are still living in peace. We can still at least wake up and try to, achieve our dreams and all that. But as for waiting for the government to do things, and anyway, I personally feel like the government can do things for those who are waiting for the government to do things for them. But I do not believe personally that if I want something to happen in my life, I have to wait for the government.
Like it's late, perhaps I'm caught and insane. You need to chill like it's late, perhaps I'm caught and insane. I just don't get it, why are you feeling so shaky? You need to chill like it's late, you need to chill out. Abu Shiny, oh yeah, guys, woo! I'm excited. I'm excited, yo. Guys, we're in Brixton, next to Auckland Park. So when you're in this street and then you jump here, it's Auckland Park. When you come here, it's Brixton. So we're in the two issues. You get me? We're in the two issues, yo. Guys, we got the people. You see what I'm rocking? And from the previous episode and the 4-5 episode, I got the issues here, guys. I got the issues here. So I was like, man, you must come and do the issues. And yeah, man. And the owner of this place is very chilled, like it's lean, yo. You can even see him and the issues, but he's gonna do the issues. But firstly, we can't leave our Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Father God, do your ish, man.
Yeah, man. It is not your boy, it is your man, the voice of God. We are back for another one here. Dog, it's cozy in here, dog. The clothes calm me down. I think, I wanna let you get this one move. I think maybe Sylvester Stallone with Gogil or something. One of Van Damme.
Exclusive man.
Or Agent 007 James Bond issues. Understand? But yeah, man, we are back for another one, man. Yeah, Bunda, over to you.
Yeah, my brother, do your issues. Tell the people who you are, where you from, and every issue.
Alright, what's up, guys? First things first, thanks for the Ish podcast for having me. I hope I don't need no introductions, but if I'm to introduce myself, they call me Frayznix. I own the Frayznix rack. A Joburg cat, just like everybody says.
What's a Joburg cat? Sorry.
Well, a Joburg cat is someone who spends most of his time, someone who spends his or her time trying to be cool, trying to figure out what it means to be cool.
Cool cats
on the streets of Joburg.
Yeah. Now the best, and it's very cool, man. Chilled like it's lean.
Yeah, man.
So,
I can't keep up with your energy.
So if I'm allowed to, can I ask who is what's your name, like from Shutmanje, from ID?
Okay, cool.
Where did you grow up and all those things?
Yeah. My real name is Frayznix. That's where I took the first 3 letters to form the phrase. And I was born in Mozambique, but grew up here in South Africa. And I'll probably have to wait for another question. Otherwise, I'll just keep on rambling.
And as it says, Bele, he came from Mozambique, ne? I mean, he's from Mozambique. Last time when I bought this, I was with my younger brother, and I don't know if you never knew that I'm Tonga.
Nah, I didn't know.
You gave me. So when I was with my brother, I called him then, and so you speak Tonga? And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, what's my surname? And then I told him, I'm Nyiko Mabunda. He told me, like my people. It's like even the structure, like you know when you told me that, I was I don't know, but I believed you.
No, okay.
And I was like, cause I've been researching very about like the history of Tonga people, like where we like the first ancestor, the first ancestor. You get me, and how we became Tongas, and also the Mabunda family.
Yeah.
And really, it all goes there. So that time when you were telling me that, it was like just confirmation. I'm like, yeah, man. I was like, when I got my first passport, I was like, I need to go to Mars. Cause like I'm so cause even like we know with the Tonga of that side, like cause as an imitator really, I would like, and thing is you get something like I wish I could find the McBundas who are there, and like, and when you said that, like, because I'm gonna ask you which place is it, so like I can, cause I wanna see, cause like I'm researching my originality, you get me? Like, yo, gee.
Yeah, but I mean, I think what I did mention, I don't remember exactly everything, but I can tell. Oh, number one, I went to school at that side, and it's quite common to tell you exactly, because also, when you say Tonga, for instance, Tongas are on the South African border of the surnames. There's no tribe in Mozambique called Tonga specifically. There are Zongas. Yes, they are Shangans.
Bunda de Shangan.
Zongas and Shangans.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also like, the same dialect of the same language, which is called, Shitwa. And then, there are other variations as you go into northern Mozambique.
Yeah.
But I think you can find, Shangans all the way to, Manica, which is a province that borders Zimbabwe, that side. So that's why I think you can also find Tongas in Zimbabwe. There are Tongas in Zimbabwe. So, yeah. And then historically, I'm not a history buff, man. I'm a swag dude.
But you sound so informed about history, eh?
Yo, like,
did you grow up as a curious kid?
I think I just like to sound cool. Yeah.
So tell me, like, how, like, you started, like, from the core, like, when you're like, okay, now I want to start selling clothes or the thrift-ish, and
well,
like
clothes, I mean, my family have always been there. I hear stories that, my father, was always, a guy involved in, in clothes. And even as I was growing up watching him, as a child, he's always been a very stylish person. And then that influence sort of filtered down to my eldest brothers. And, when I came of age, I started realizing that, I also want to look as cool as the older guys in the family.
Yeah.
Amen.
And long story short, life took its course, and I ended up here, and I met you guys. As in how I started selling, well, it was out of need. I find myself getting bored with the other stuff that I was doing. I had a job at the time, and don't really like the idea of working for someone else. I quit the job that I had. I was broke for a whole year and a half. And then I think one day we're hanging out in Melville, here in Joburg, for those who are going to be watching outside of Joburg. Melville is not too far from where we are. And someone just decided to buy something that I was wearing. And from there I realized, why am I starving? Why am I struggling when people can actually buy what I'm wearing? So I took some of the loot. When I say loot, I don't mean like, politics. Took the money and I just went and started buying more clothes. And from there, it's been 5 years now, full time.
You were broke, now you moneyed.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh, you don't look. Okay, but we're not there.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, why source loot clothes, as you say, and sell them, and not design from scratch and sell your vision? Because this is someone's vision, but at your, like, you distributing it. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. First things first, all these clothes are secondhand. Yes. So there are two reasons that I'm now able to explain, because in the beginning, as I said, it was really out of need.
Yeah.
Now I can say that, number one, selling secondhand clothes, it's my contribution to saving the environment, because tons and tons of clothes end up in landfills, and I mean, those are not things that easily decompose. And then secondly, apart from these being secondhand clothes, I'm also trying to tell a story here. Just like in the beginning, I don't know, as you were testing the sound or anything, but you're speaking about the jacket that stands just behind the main man. So yeah, I mean, I'm telling a story and also trying to tap into nostalgia. Yeah, so for anyone who's like probably a fan of old movies, you'll find that, you know, a lot of the stuff that I have here is stuff that looks like it was in those movies.
Like literally, this looks like, because I'm a filmmaker, it looks like a set. A film set. It's a wardrobe department set. Where actors come here and then the wardrobe a lady tells them that, yo, this is what you're wearing for this scene. And the house itself also, everything matches in this
so
house.
Yeah, it's exactly what I'm doing. I'm literally telling a story. At some stage my ultimate goal was to probably produce like maybe a local film, but you know, with a wardrobe that would be international. And would probably play into the nostalgia that I'm talking about.
You must bring my genre in there, because my genre is also nostalgia. Because also to add on like you're telling a story, like this ish that I'm wearing, I didn't know, bro. I didn't know, because I just loved it, not knowing that this is Woody from Toy Story.
Now that you say it.
You get me. So now I just need the hat, because I have the boots. You get me? Because I'm still preparing for that outfit, belly and issues. You get me? So like now it makes sense, belly. Because when I got in here, you see the first shirt that I bought, first episode. And I opened my episode with that shit. Oh, gee, power to this ish, yo. Power to it. Cause it was here. It was just here. When I came here, when I saw it, even the colors, it was like this color. You get me? I was like, damn, I saw those body silo stories, the 80s stories. And that time I was also planning that EP of Bunda de Shangan and things. So already I was in that retro-ish. Plus I have a song nostalgia. So it's like, everything is just like doing the issues. You get me?
Don't forget to mention the guy who brought you for the first time.
I was about to say shout out to Dubsy, because he was also the guy like, bro, release this stuff, bro. You can't keep these songs, bro. They're so dope, yo. And he's standing right here, bro. He's the guy who plugged me here, yo. He's the guy who plugged me, because I would see how he dresses. I'm like, yo, bro, when your fashion and thing is, because his shirts and like I dig his ish every time when we would perform with Lilo episode 7 or 8, ne? Yeah, like we play together in one band, and I would tell him, bro, please plug me, and that time I was broke. I'm not saying I was broke.
Don't get robbed.
We still, you get me, we still. So I told him, I'm like, bro, please, like plug me. When we came here, and that time I think I had 100 rands. And it was my last 100 rands. Yo, and then I was like, I saw that shit, I was like, you know what, let me just sacrifice, cause I bought, and then the other one was just for Uber home. You get me? Then I got it, and when I wore it for the first time, Bunda, that is nice. I'm like, I was like home.
And it's nice that you mentioned, how does it make you feel to hear someone speak like this? Because there's many people, you feel like you make people achieve their wardrobe goals.
Exactly.
So,
it's, I think everyone sort of looks for a place like this. But being a lot of people being inexperienced in the let me just say not fashion but wardrobe field, you find that you want certain things but you don't know how to access them. And also it's very difficult for you to like especially if you're not like a very artistic person and a very expressive person, you find it very difficult to really relate to the clothes. You understand? Because I have a lot of people sometimes who come and these days, because I'm more courageous and I'm more experienced in what I'm doing, I'll ask a person, have you really shopped at a vintage store before? Because I don't even call this a thrift store. Have you ever done this before? So after getting the answer, then I know how to proceed. If a person gives me a positive answer, I'll say, okay, cool, then take your time. Check what you like, try the stuff on. And when a person gives me a negative answer now, I tell them, okay, cool. This is what is going on with these things. Do not expect to find things that are repeated in different sizes. Do not expect to find things that are cut like the modern cuts that we have, like, especially with like, the mainstream stores that I don't want to mention names, everything looks the same. Skinny, this, that. So like, to get back to your question, it feels very invigorating to hear someone, especially people like McBunda, people who are already moving and shaking and doing their own thing, giving a positive review of my work. And it's something that I never get used to, although I get it either from Instagram or, from people I live with and all that. But every time I hear it, it feels like the very first time.
And you mentioned something. You said your part, you contribute to the paragliding of saving the environment, of these things being damned and all those things.
Yes.
In the industry that you are in, what is the government doing? Is there any government intervention or anything?
I personally do not believe in the government thing.
Oof, okay.
Honestly, that's why we're talking about filtering and all that. Shout out for the South African government. At least there's no war here. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the load shedding and all that. But at least there's no war. So people are still living in peace. We can still at least wake up and try to, achieve our dreams and all that. But as for waiting for the government to do things. And anyway, I personally feel like, the government can do things for those who are waiting for the government to do things for them. But I do not believe, personally, that if I want something to happen in my life, I have to wait for the government. Because if I were to wait for the government to do these, I don't think I would be doing it. Do you get what I'm saying? But I do believe, I think the government has, there's something called COP somethings, COP 29 or COP whatever, which is like something to do with like the environment, global warming, 17 or something like that. Yeah. I'm not really well versed in that. I believe the government is doing something, but I don't think one has to wait for the government to take action towards saving the environment.
Damn.
So I would also like because like obviously I've seen Musa Keys coming here.
Name dropping.
I shouldn't drop names.
I don't know.
It's the age, like people they have to come here. So like, like when cause like mostly, hence he says like, he asked you anything. I remember when I came for the first time too. I was like, take your time, you get me. Cause very, in some shops, you go and then like, there's someone standing there and like, hey, Baba, can I have space? It's like, take your time. And then he just leaves, you get me. So it's like now it's like you're in your world at that time.
Yeah.
You get me, like having that vision, like, cause, and thing is, you get me. So I also wanna know like, cause like, okay, already very also sell for people in Germany and all those countries and thing is, you get me. also in different currencies, guys. But this is legit.
Exactly. You're gonna get me robbed.
No, we don't carry the issues. You know, we need the digital world. So,
yes.
Hello, we don't have it here. You get me? So I wanna know, like, cause okay, like big people they still come, really. But I wanna know, cause I was so excited. Like I was so excited as if it's my ish. You get me? Cause like I was just happy because I was like yo. Like it made me also feel, cause obviously when I buy here already I know that I'm gonna rock this.
It's feeling.
You get me? People will be like crying. You get me? So like also seeing him coming there was like dope also. Like you get me? Cause I didn't know, but already I knew like also people they come. So like also like how does that make you feel? Cause I'm sure even people big are like yo.
Interesting thing is I started out as an extra, right? Yeah. So when I started this, it was never really about dressing the everyday person, right? Yeah. I started out as an extra, as I was trying to explain. I used to go for auditions.
Background actor.
Background acting.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how I respect them, actually. Yeah. Background actors. Yeah.
So with that, I used to always go for auditions, and when I would get the jobs, I would always get approved for wardrobe without having to be dressed and all that. So I would arrive, they would say bring 3 outfits. And most times I would just walk in with my own clothes and they would say, okay, cool, approved. Just go for makeup and hey, just approved. So when I started doing the whole thing, my intention from the beginning was always to attract people who are already in entertainment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now 5 years later, I see myself attracting all these types of people. I wouldn't downplay it. I would say it's exactly where I wanted to see myself.
Amen. You first see it before you achieve it.
Exactly.
You must you see it, and then when it comes, it's just confirmation.
So now that you contribute to someone's self-confidence, self-esteem, what does fashion mean to you?
Fashion. FASHION.
Right.
I think fashion is just a 7-letter word. What really counts is style.
Damn.
Yeah. And
hey, this is time laughing. Why is she laughing?
I don't know. Yeah. So I think everything, even style itself. I mean, just by us sitting here, I think we're communicators, number one.
Indeed.
And communication begins really with how you express yourself without saying a word. So I think most people, we have the most brilliant minds out there, but they probably don't know how to
execute or something.
How to express themselves verbally.
Yeah.
But having in mind that first impressions count. I think it's much easier for you to introduce yourself and try to present the picture of who you are without saying a word through your style.
So, hence you're saying that, I wanna ask, cause we know we express ourselves in different ways in our styles, our music, films, everything. So you growing up already, I'm sure you were also a fashionist. From a kid, you get me? Because I've loved style, even though I would get bashed with my family. Hey, you wear some other things. Even now, my other cousins, hey, when we know you, hey, you just rock. Even day before yesterday, my brother was like, hey, Kambe, you, Nyiko, you get me? And thing is, I was and my squeezer would say but it's his life. That's where he is. That's how they dress, because they are them. We're not normal people. Hence, I like putting it that we're not normal. We're not a society. We're upper echelon. You get me? Hey! So I wanna know that you growing up, were you kind of teased for who you are, because we get teased with the society for who we are. Because like, hey, he thinks he's better than everyone, but you just love looking good. People that would tell me, I feel myself. I dress what I love. I love style. I don't love brands. I love what looks good to me.
Exactly.
You get me?
Yeah.
So I want to go back to when you said fashion is just a 7-lettered word.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that came when fashion was normal about addressing someone and for their confidence, and it was fashion becoming commercial? Do you think that's when everything got ruined?
I personally don't really. Number one, I never went to fashion school. I just believe in looking good.
It's always the case.
Yeah, I just believe in looking good. So now, if you wanna, for instance, if one wants to ask me about, fashion jargon, fashion technicalities, well, I might not be able to really tell you precisely, what's going on, but I know what looks good, what's quality, what's different from what's available right now out there. You know what I'm saying? So to really say something along the lines of what you just asked me about fashion, really, I haven't even checked the dictionary for what really fashion means. Yeah, but I know what looks good.
What looks good.
Yes, and I know quality. Like, I can touch a fabric and tell, okay, cool, this is good quality. Or even if the fabric is not so much of quality, but I like the pattern. You know what I'm saying? I like the print on this. I like what's written on it. And, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's how I go about it. I'm not really about, I don't know really about fashion. I know about style.
Style.
Yes.
Also on that one, cause I forgot to answer that one, the first one. So like, were you kind of like bullied with the society, or you didn't go you didn't pass that?
Yeah,
stage?
Those things really, but they happen not really in terms of. Okay, cool. I think I remember an episode.
Yeah.
Or two. So when we were still going to school in Mozambique and all that, like in Mozambique, we are not allowed to wear shorts as uniforms, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So that may sound odd to you because here you can see matrix and all that going to school in their rugby shorts and all that.
But I feel for me that's
really
narrative.
Yeah, but I mean. Okay, cool. Let me just backtrack and otherwise I'll lose train of thought. And, I remember one time I decided to take, one of my pairs, of one of my uniform, trousers and cut them into shorts. So everything was okay. I used to walk into school. I didn't have a lot of trouble. Some teachers would say, hey, what's going on with you? Hey, you. But then, there was never real trouble until other guys started copying my style. And now the principal started noticing that the guys here all come in shorts and all
the
that.
Influence.
Exactly.
So you love, you did mention that you love being cool.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly.
So when that happened, I think that was the first time I actually realized that, oh, okay, now I'm being stopped from expressing myself. I'm not misbehaving in class. I'm still doing my homework. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still a normal student. I'm doing my best. But, that alone was a reason for me to be ostracized. And then now they actually passed a circular, like, classroom by classroom to say, shorts are officially banned. They've never been formal, but now they are officially banned. Like, nobody should come to school wearing shorts.
And please tell me, what is formal to you? Does formal exist in your head? In fashion, though.
I think there are different occasions for different clothes.
Makes sense. I wanted to say that.
Yeah, there are different occasions for different clothes.
Because sometimes you would get people. Because I understand sometimes like let's say for example boardrooms. Yeah, you can't come rocking. But
can't you come?
Like,
do you think, let's say, a brand wants to work with me and they invite me for a meeting where I'm going to have to be in their boardroom. Do you think I'm going to be forced to dress like they are? Unless I'm going to pitch something where I need to look their part.
Yeah.
But if they already they already know what I'm doing and they want to work with me, I don't think I'm forced to like
Well,
really.
places have changed. I don't think such things apply anymore.
Yeah, because I would always fight this thing. Like, you must dress ganja, which people, I'm like, no, what if I have my own ish that I want people, or it's because now, when I dress, I need to feel good.
Exactly.
So, sometimes I can prepare an outfit. I'm like, tomorrow I'm rocking you. I pass. Now when I wear, I'm like, hey, now I'm starting to change. I'm like, and then I go out, I'm like, hey, Marana. It's like, yo.
Yeah, I feel like styling is a process of trial and error. Yeah, some days when I'm going out, I go through like maybe 7 outfits. Yeah, just to get to one outfit,
Yeah.
Just now, I thought I was gonna wear something, and then I decided maybe I don't want to wear that. I want to be comfortable in my own vibes. But yeah, I think style is a trial and error process. It's not a straight line.
Sure.
Yeah,
Damn. So, a person like me walks through your entry, comes into this beautiful place. I know nothing about styling. I'm still trying to discover myself, or I haven't found the place for me. I found it. I get it. I'm like, okay, this is my place, but I don't know how to style myself.
Yes.
What goes through your mind when someone gives you their wardrobe and say, "Yo, dog, please style me"? What do you look for? What do you think about? Does it come easy? Is it effortless?
I think I need to get a brief from the person who needs to be styled. Right? You first, before you walk into, before you come to me, you need to have an idea of what you want to do. Because you could be coming for a music video. You could be coming for, you could be coming for anything. You could be coming for a dinner. Could be coming for a date. But I think the first place where I like to start is what is the brief? What is it that you would like to get from me?
References basically to work too.
Exactly. Yeah. What is it that you'd like to? What theme? Just a brief.
So let's say, for example, he doesn't have a brief. He's like, just look at me. What would you?
Yeah, but you know what? When that happens, you know what? Generally, that leads to, because everybody has their own style, bro. I think that's the first thing. Yes, you may not be stylish. But you have your own style. You have the way you dress every day. You've got the things you don't like. You have your do's and don'ts in your wardrobe, right? Yeah. So in most instances, when one comes through without a brief, you end up having that situation of you put the clothes on and then the person looks like, now I'm looking like, this is not for me. I'm more like, you know what I'm saying? So a person will now give you a brief, via not liking what you are putting on their back. And that necessarily leaves a bitter taste in both, parties' mouths,
Also your worth, cause now it's like, hey.
It's got nothing to do with, it's not even about the worth. It's more about, number one, we're trying to save time. Nobody wants to spend, 10 hours coming up with an outfit, especially if we're not making the clothes from scratch. You get what I'm saying? So if you have a brief, you already know, okay, cool. I like this. I don't like this. So at least I have a framework to work around. But if I have to guess what it is, what if I want to put the latest trend on you? You know what I'm saying? What I feel like, okay, cool, this would work.
Makes sense.
Or Mazipho.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nah, the best, my brother. So obviously you've opened this ish and it's doing the issues. You get me? So mostly I wanna, cause every person who have something that they wanna do, you also have your vision where you wanna see it.
Your end goal, basically.
You get me? And not necessarily an end goal, cause the more
I think
the end goal is when we reach that end day where we rest.
Exactly, the last breath.
Yeah, that's the end goal. You get me? But where do you see Vele yourself mostly. You get me? Like, do you see yourself having like that double story with a lot of, you get me?
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. Like, you know, to have a whole... Look, I could actually open a museum of these things.
Yes, I wanted to say
Indeed.
so. I wanted to say so.
Indeed.
I could actually open a museum. So like, I wouldn't look bad. And yeah, there are a few things that I would love to achieve. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, be responsible. Like maybe to be head wardrobe of like, you know, a Hollywood blockbuster.
Yeah. You will.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You will.
things like that. Those are
Yeah.
things that I envision. But yeah, definitely, man. Like, I would love to have like a wardrobe museum. I don't know what that means now, but I think
now it's coming.
Yeah,
It's
so
coming.
I see what you're saying.
You
I see
get
what
it,
you're
yeah, I
saying
get the
because
gist, right?
I would be interested, like that corduroy there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember having such pens when I was 5 years old.
Exactly.
I don't see them anymore. For
Yeah.
kids, 20 years later from now, they'll be asking, what kind of pens are those or anything?
Yeah.
Go to a museum and
we
especially
used to
for,
wear
I
this
think,
as kids,
people
eh?
like you, schools like Lysol, fashion schools have
Yes.
to come to people to you for excursions and everything to come and actually understand material, because right now it's very commercialized and everything.
Yeah.
I think they should come to people who are self-taught.
Yeah.
Self-taught people to come do,
Yeah.
and which leads to my.
But they say self-taught people are arrogant, isn't it?
No, I don't really.
It's because they're part of the society and they have
yeah.
their own narrative. Like,
I think I disagree when they say they're arrogant. Just because I did it without education and I have a voice, you'd find it arrogant because I can
Okay.
stand up for myself. I can do 1, 2, 3 without that paper that you got away.
Yeah.
You understand? Which leads me to my question, Wuti. What words would you give to a kid out there who wants to do something, but that thing requires passion, and he must know that money won't come right now. It's your passion will bring all those rewards later on. What words of advice would you give a kid sitting around?
That's tough, eh? Uninvited advice. It's very complicated. But yeah, man, I think, depending on the circumstances, I think you just need to, I don't like to say follow your passion anymore, because, you know, when you tell someone throw everything in the air and follow your passion, you know, like, it's, it's very complicated. It's very complicated. But I would say, go for what comes naturally to you. Yeah, I think you should spend time trying to understand. And I think this, I'm just rephrasing what I once heard from Steve Jobs and all that. Like, if you haven't found, or when you haven't found what really makes you tick, just keep on searching, because really when you find what really makes you tick, you'll stick around for longer, you know.
TikTok. But yo, that's like bars, yo.
Bars calmly and cool. Should mind listening to
Chill like it's lit.
Yeah, dog. So where can people find you to get these things, these dope things here? Cause like literally when I walked in here, I was like, I've been wanting to wear like this, but I don't know where to find it. But if I find it, it's expensive, or it's something that I
Also
cannot
see
reach.
you here.
You understand?
I see you there.
So where can people get your stuff? Where can they contact you and all those things?
Hopefully you guys gonna add this to the video. But the easiest place to find me is on Instagram. And then I think on Instagram you can find like, you know, the rest of like my contacts. I still don't have a website. I don't know why. A lot of people tell me this, even though coming like, you know, from like a little bit of blogging and all that, I still haven't organized myself a website. Maybe I haven't built enough confidence to really do that. But yeah, I'm mostly on Instagram. Word of mouth is king.
You are king.
And, Instagram, word of mouth. Yeah.
I mean, look, right now, I didn't know this place. Bunda told me about it.
And I've been
She
talking
knows
about it.
Word of
I know
mouth.
about it. Imagine how many people I'm gonna tell.
Word of mouth,
Even
yeah.
more especially that I work in the film industry. wear wardrobe,
everyday thing.
They don't know where to source clothes. So
Exactly.
Tell them, dog, there's this place.
This is the sausage.
And good thing you're near SABC. You're literally near the television and film.
Yeah. I think
Square.
I think it kind of plays out very, very well.
Yeah, man.
Nah, yo.
It's been great.
I would say Invaling, which is closing. They never get used to this ish. Nah, but you know, man, Invaling, what would you tell someone? I know already there's a thing like, what would you tell a person who wants to do, but besides that, like, what would you tell like any person who has that natural gift? Because some of the people, they know what makes them tick and thing is, but we have this society and things that they neglect your gifts, neglect your passions, neglect your everything, follow our thing and just do that. I'm not against whatnot. Yeah, I can go study and things, but don't forget what, because you know, I feel like we find happiness in this. You know, you can be very sad or depressed, but what makes you tick also brings back that happiness.
It brings satisfaction.
Exactly.
It brings satisfaction.
You get me? So, what can you tell that person who they really know, like, go to see, like, me, I'm best at this, and I know this and this, but the fear and you obviously, I know you won't throw them in the bushes, hence you say, but what can you tell them? What can you tell them? Because you know, like, people, they can get all that money, but still they're not happy because they know there's that one thing that they didn't do.
I wouldn't even try to advise someone who already has money. Yeah. I would rather say something to someone who probably thinks knows what they like. But they don't know what really to do. I think really what brought me here more than anything is like, you just need to try to learn more about it. I mean, like, there's YouTube today. You can watch YouTubes. You can read. Guys, please read. Read, guys. Like, yo, bro. Like, when they say self-taught, they mean you read on your own. It's not like it fell from the sky and all that. No.
You educated yourself.
Yes. So, yeah. Anyone who really thinks that they have found that thing that makes them tick, just learn more about it, man. Find more books on it. Just read more, man. Like, just anything, be it the magazine, a piece of paper you found on the streets, the libraries and all that. Just read, man. Like, there's no secret. Just read.
Educate yourself.
Educate yourself. And we are not saying you won't get a legacy when you don't educate yourself.
Someone with a degree would say, without a degree would say that. They bash me, these people. So I'm trying to show them that I'm not against whatever.
No, we're not against. Yeah.
Take the education that's good for you.
Yeah.
Not that's imposed.
Exactly.
That's what I
like that.
So guys, my brother, I'm so honored.
I'm honored myself.
Yeah, guys, we're going, yo. And thanks for your time and thing. Like we've been.
Yeah,
I've been also telling them, like, I'm gonna go.
Almost 3 months now.
Yeah, I've been telling them, I'm like, yo, guys, there's this, we need to go. So like now I'm like, hey, you know, I even prayed. You see, yesterday when I called you, I just had prayed. Good, okay, tomorrow I wanna do. So can you please go? Because sometimes I was like, I'm gonna do this, and then when and
then life happens, you know.
So I'm like, hey, God, please, can you make it happen? And today I also prayed. You see, before I called you yesterday, I prayed. Even today, when I called to confirm, I prayed.
I was also worried when I waited, and But anyway, here we are, and also I really appreciate the time. I really appreciate the consideration as well. And yeah, man, let's maybe when you do season 2, 3, just call me again. Maybe we'll be in a different place, you know, with new clout.
Why not?
Yeah.
When the billions are there, Mara, hey.
Yeah, we won't talk about it.
Now, worry not, guys. Thank you to the issues. Plus we're ticking now on TikTok. Make us be a ticking bomb and do the issues so we can get verified. You get me? And thing is, thank you guys.
Signing out.
Peace.
You
like it's late.